Yeah,
You guys ready to go? We're rolling? Whenever
Yeah,
you're ready.
yeah, I'm ready to roll. What about you? You all right?
Yeah,
You can do this?
let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
This is Deep South Wrestling. Tonight's main event, Zach Mosley versus Stunt Marshall. And now, here's your hosts, Nick Patrick and Vet Adams.
Welcome to Deep South Wrestling. I'm your host, Nick Patrick, and this is...
Vet Adams.
Hey, what a show we had down at Little 5 Points at Seven Stages Theater. I told everybody on social media that Deep South was going to come into Little 5 Points and hit like an F5 tornado, and that is exactly what we did.
It was outstanding. We were blowing the roof off of the building. We were at Seven Stages in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia. It was our first time at this venue.
Yes, and it was packed. It was wall to wall, and people were live. We had a great time. And I tell you what, you're going to see one of the first, we filmed several huge main events, but the one we're going to show tonight is an awesome match. It's going to be Zach Mosley taking on
Stunt Marshall.
That's right, and both of these men were trained by veterans. One was trained by Robert Gibson, the other one was trained by Ray Lloyd, who wrestled as Glacier. Different styles, but it should be an awesome matchup, and this is a very important match, and tell them why.
That's right. This is going to be a qualifier for the 2022 DSW Championship.
That's right, whoever wins this match will be in the tournament. So.
Deep South Wrestling's next show at Seven Stages in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia is scheduled for Friday, November 25th, Black Friday.
Oh, that's right, and you know, we've got a little public service announcement for you folks out there from Deep South Wrestling coming up right now.
Deep South Wrestling asks that you please drink responsibly and don't be this guy.
Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy.
That reminds me of the time me and cousin were out fishing on the hooch and we hadn't caught anything all day. All of a sudden, 3 big rainbow trouts jumped right in our boat. And boy, they grilled up delicious. Thank goodness cousin had the good sense to get us a bag of easy light and long burning Royal Oak charcoal. All the best chefs know the flavors in the smoke. That's why all the best chefs use Royal Oak. Reach for the red.
I'm Jacob Johnson, and you're watching Deep South Wrestling.
You know, we're coming back to Little 5 Points, back to Seven Stages Theater. Tell everybody when and tell them how they can get their tickets.
Yes, we are coming back Friday, November 25th to Seven Stages in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, Georgia. You can get your tickets now online at eventbrite.com. Just search Deep South Wrestling. Buy your tickets now in advance because at this show, we almost sold out.
Yes, we sure did. I mean, it was packed wall to wall. We've got a big main event coming up here shortly. But first, we're going to hear from one of the men that's going to be in the main event tonight. We get a little background and get to know Zach Mosley a little bit better. Let's cut to that.
Awesome.
My name is Zach Mosley, and I'm from your mother's bedroom. Look, I know most of you jabronis just went and got trained in somebody's backyard in your neighborhood, but I was trained by a WWE Hall of Famer, Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express. And let me tell you something, there's a reason I wrestle the way I do. And we're old school because that's the only way that gets the job done. I mean, if you want to talk about my resume, go look it up yourself on Google. I've won awards for Georgia wrestling history. I've been in some of the biggest tournaments in the Southeast, and I've held more titles than I can count. The reason I'm at Deep South Wrestling is because it's the only place in Georgia where I can showcase my talents. I'm so glad that Nick Patrick has resurrected this legendary brand because it gives me the platform to take over and piss off even more people. That's exactly what I'm here to do. And finally, they found an opponent that I really do respect because all these other jabronis like Zero and Nausea, you see, they all care about pandering to the crowd, and Stunt Marshall, he knows that you gotta do what it takes to get the job done. But Stunt Marshall, you're not gonna get any dirtier or any trashier than the $1 million mullet Zach Mosley. You know, I keep hearing some rumblings that there's going to be a new 2022 Deep South Championship Tournament. And I ain't got my invitation yet. So tonight, once I get done beating the hell out of Stunt Marshall, I'm waiting in that ring until somebody hands it to me. You see, Exotic Youth has had some of the most exotic matches of all time. We've wrestled on all 12 continents. We've been to Antarctica. We've been to Hawaii. We've been to the South Pole. We wrestled with Santa Claus and the reindeer. I mean, we've been everywhere, and some of you people, you just can't pick up the channels because you can't afford premium. So quit coming to me and asking, did this exist? Is this even real? You need to be questioning your own reality, because Zach Mosley is as real as it gets. You see, many people may not know this, but I come from a long line of professional wrestlers. In fact, there was one before me in my family, my father. And he took the Cobb Civic Center by storm back in the day when he superflexed the Polish Assassin from the top of the rafters and rumbled Marietta at its core. But you see, that was only the beginning, because I will shatter every ceiling that he wasn't able to. Because you see, people were scared. They were scared to put him in a ring because he's an animal. But you see, all I did was I hit it a little bit better, a little bit longer. But you people have given me too much power and too much time to get in your heads and under your skin. I'm here at Deep South Wrestling to become the champion.
C-Dub letting you know we're going to commercial break. May have a few words from our sponsors.
That reminds me of the time my neighbor Hank was having a party for them cheerleaders from Dallas, and he ran out of propane right before game time. Well, let me tell you, them girls must have been hungry, because you should have seen them come running when they smelled what we was cooking in our backyard. I'm so glad Cousin brought home a bag of fast lighting, long burning Royal Oak charcoal.
All the best chefs know the flavors in the smoke. That's why all the best chefs use Royal Oak.
Reach for the red.
And we're back with more Deep South action.
Tournament time's coming up, and this is going to be a huge, huge qualifying match coming up right now.
Yes, the winner of this match, either Stunt Marshall or Zach Mosley, is going to be in the 2022 Deep South Wrestling Championship Tournament.
That's right, so let's go right now and find out who it's going to be. Welcome to another edition of Deep South Wrestling. I'm Nick Patrick. Joining me, Vet Adams and Eric Adams, no relation. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you, Nick?
Nick, I got to tell you, this venue is amazing. To be moving to 7 stages and little 5 points, man, I'm getting those 605 vibes at this venue.
Yeah, the crowd is hot too. They are ready for some action, and I tell you what, I've been talking to the crew in the back. They're ready to give them some action. Here comes our first intro. Let's listen to this.
Coming to the ring right now, we got Zach Mosley, one half of Exotic Youth.
Yes,
Where are
Zach
these guys
Mosley.
coming from tonight? Oh
Zach-
my! I guess they're coming down the steps to the fans here.
Yeah, awesome setup here. We're gonna be right in touch with the people here. People get to do every seat in this venue is an awesome seat. Perfect. It was almost like it was built just for wrestling.
Can you hear the electricity of this crowd as these guys are coming down?
Here comes the $1 million mullet right now.
Zach Mosley was trained by the WWE Hall of Famer Robert Gibson.
That's right, Robert Gibson trained Zach Mosley. Zach Mosley, one of the standout students of the class of 2018 for Robert Gibson. Done a lot. He's been a tag team champion with Bryce Cannon and Cornelius Pepperbottom in many promotions, and a former heavyweight champion in the North Georgia company. You know, Zach Mosley's done a lot in this business, but he has a record standing right now where he is sitting at 0-2. He's looking for his first win still.
Yes, speaking of heavyweights, this match is a qualifier for the DSW 2022 Championship Tournament.
Yes, that's a very important match coming up, and we're going to see his opponent come making his way down the opposite steps here. Here he comes.
Those ominous guitar strips right there. That could mean only one man's coming down, and that man's filled with hate.
That's Stunt Marshall. Fans are ready for Stunt.
They're very excited to see this Nightmare Factory graduate into the
That's
ring.
right. Stunt Marshall, graduate of the Nightmare Factory School, Power School, student of Ray Lloyd. Stunt Marshall's really been making some waves in the Georgia scene. Matter of fact, he just recently became heavyweight champion for a predominant company out of the southern Georgia scene. And he's also looking for his first win here in Deep South.
Yeah, he's making quite a name on the southern Georgia scene. Like you said, Zach's going all over the southeast actually, but I know there's a lot of people here that have come to see Zach as well. We're about to get to our announcements here in just a second. Let's go to our ring announcer here. Franchise flat top against the $1 million mullet. What do you think about that, Vet Adams?
Look at the referee, Richie Rosada, keeping them apart. They are wanting to wrestle.
Speaking of referees, never mind, let's do some of the announcements.
Introducing first, from your mother's bedroom, the $1 million mullet, hailing from the Haters Islands, the hate wonder of the world, weighing in at 888 pounds, Stunt Marshall!
That's awesome. Oddity Screen Printing, special sponsor of this match. Did you see some of the great banners they made for this show?
Yeah, tremendous banners. We got a great setup here. Man, this is going to be a hot night of action. I am ready. The fans are ready, and this is a very important match, like you said, Vet. This is a qualifier match for the big tournament that's coming up here in the very near future. We're going to determine who's going to be the Deep South Heavyweight Champion.
Speaking of near futures, DSW returns to 7 stages on Friday, November 25th.
Oh, I'm ready to come back. I know these fans are ready for us to come back too. We come in and I said on social media that Deep South Wrestling was going to roll into little 5 points like an F5 tornado, and that's exactly what we're due. And you're going to see it in this match right now. Time for the tornado to touch down. Bang.
All right, here we go.
This should be a good classic wrestling match because they both were trained by seasoned veterans with big names. So I'm anxious to see the matchup because the styles of their two trainers are slightly different.
Yeah, Zach Mosley definitely, besides being a very strong competitor, is a great high flyer, whereas Stunt Marshall has more of a grounded style. Like I was saying earlier, if Stunt wants to win this match, he's going to have to keep it on the ground. And if Zach wants to win it, he's going to have to keep it in the air.
Yeah, they're going to have to get into their own game, their own style. Good chain wrestling right now. Good reversal into a nice arm drag.
There you go. Speaking of that Robert Gibson training right there, there's an old handy-dandy trick of Robert's.
Yes, sir. I've seen that before.
What does he say?
See that right there? If you see what he's doing, Stunt keeps trying to get into the hair of Zach. I like those tactics by both of them, if you ask me. But if you're noticing, great basic skills going with the chain wrestling. Look at that inside leg sweep right into a toe hold.
Very nice.
Brings him to his feet. I would have held on to that step over toe hold. Beautiful arm drag there.
Yeah, he got right. He took right back to that arm. He's putting some pressure on that elbow too. Look.
Yeah.
He's got that arm right at the elbow joint. Zach had to spin around to his feet to try and take some of that pressure. Ooh. Big right hand to the jaw.
Drop toe hold into the rope.
Uh-oh, here comes Stunt. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He hits the rope. Ooh, bam! Uses his weight, uses the ropes for a weapon.
He used the entire back, his entire upper body to add weight to it. Snaps back in, swings him off the rope. Coming
Look at
up
this.
again. Oh, big back forearm to the back of the head. That could be a knockout blow.
Yeah, that's concussion city right there.
Close 2 count right there.
Yeah, very close.
Richie sliding into place. Calling it straight down the middle. Oops, he has to get onto him for getting on the hair.
Yeah, well, he's got a hold of that $1 million mullet. You better insure that thing. Oh, beautiful drop kick right to the face. Zach tried to elevate him and stunt, just spun it right into a beautiful drop kick.
You know, having a wrestling trainer who has a martial arts background like Stunt Marshall does, having those kicks in your back pocket really helped. Oh, but it didn't work that time.
Now, he was going for that running leg lariat, and nobody home.
Oh, he just dropped him on the back of his knee.
Wow.
That whiplash of Stunt's head was incredible.
Both of these men fighting hard to get their first victory here at Deep South Wrestling.
Zach's in charge now. He come very close to pinning him right there. Now he's going to punish him. Use those ropes for a weapon.
The ring awareness is just incredible.
Yes, it is. Good move. He takes it right to that 4 count. Takes it to the limit. Veteran move. Stun. He's down. Ooh, big forearm to the side of the head. Zach in charge. He's opening up with some strikes. Lefts and rights. Got him in a corner. Oh, another big forearm.
Zach really starting to put the offense in. Swings him into the other corner. Oh!
Wow, he hit that corner like a freight train.
1, 2. Ooh.
Wow, that's a 2 count. Yeah, this will be. We're gonna have to cut away for a second, go to a commercial break, and we're gonna be right back. This action is hot. We won't miss a thing. We'll be right back.
Where you think you're going? I'll break my foot off in you. We'll be right back.
That reminds me of the time me and Cousin were tailgating outside the big game and a couple of those propane boys come a-strolling by, betting us a rack of ribs they could beat us in cornhole. Well, let me tell you, it wasn't looking good in the last round until Cousin hit a holy moly triple cornhole and we won it all. It's a good thing we brought along an extra bag of that fast lighting, long burning Royal Oak charcoal.
All the best chefs know the flavors in the smoke. That's why all the best chefs use Royal Oak.
Reach for the red.
Welcome back to Deep South Wrestling.
We're back, and Zach is in charge still. Putting it on Stunt Marshall. Stunt's bringing it. He's a big, strong kid. But he's going to have to dig down. Ooh, this could be it right there.
Through the commercial break, Mosley was really taking the beating to Stunt Marshall, and he thought he had it right there with that arm twist into a Northern Lights suplex. But Stunt still got it in the tank. This is a qualifier for that championship tournament, and you know both men went in. Ooh, big savate kick to the stomach, coming off the ropes.
Ooh, axe kicks. Beautiful axe kick. I said axe again. Very close 2 count.
That scissor kick right there that Mosley has, he's perfected it. The height he got on that one was insane, Nick.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and a blow right to the base of the skull with the back of your heel.
Oh, now he's just playing with Stunt.
Yeah, Stunt's out of it right now.
That scissor kick,
yes, it
the
did.
knee to the back of the head. Zach has been targeting, going for a concussion almost like here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
but
think
Stunt's
he's got
getting
it.
his bounds about him, caught him with a big slap there.
Hey, he did. Another.
That's 2 big slaps. Zach firing back.
Good exchange.
This crowd is in it, Nick. You hear
Big
them going
kick.
back and forth with it.
Yeah, ooh.
Big front kick.
Bam, knife edge chop. Uh-oh, right to the eyes. Get in there, ref. He's apologizing anyway.
There you go, knee lift. Right
Ooh.
hand. Another right hand.
Working on that concussion. Drop, beam the duck.
Oh, he got him in the head again, Nick.
There you go, taking hold of that $1 million mullet, took him down to the ground.
This is a little 5 points, baby. They ain't afraid for it to get a little down and dirty.
Zach trying to make his way to his feet and stunt set him. What a headbutt! Oh, another running headbutt. My goodness, already having nearly a concussion. That's a crazy move to use for offense, but
Huge
very
pancake.
effective.
It's taken Stunt a second. He's up. Ooh, you can see where it's still affecting him. Comes charging in. Oh, big running wizard.
He went for that earlier and missed it. He hit it that time.
Yes, beautifully.
Looks like
There
he
he
might be
goes.
going for it again. No, he got it. Big monkey flip, but Mosley lands on his feet.
Uh-oh. The mullet's on his feet.
And it's taken Stunt a minute to get to his feet.
He's dazed. He's got to have a concussion.
He really does.
Not the wisest move to do those running headbutts already.
He goes to the top.
That could have changed the tide right there. He needs to get a cover. Try to get a cover. He's got Zach down.
Yes, look at him working through the pain.
There it is.
He's got that leg hooked. No, Zach was able to get it out.
If he could have got there just maybe 5 seconds sooner, I think he might have had the 3 count on that one.
He stalled because of the damage he's taken.
Yeah, he couldn't get there. He was in la-la land over there for a second. But he's making a run right now. Looks like he's going for a Samoan drop. He's got him hooked for it.
Now Zach makes his way down. O'Connor roll.
Oh.
No, Stunt holds the ropes. Oh, we got him back up.
Goes for it again. Oh, on the front. That was beautiful.
That took
he's
a
got
lot
to try to
out
get that
of him.
cover.
Stunt is hurt, but he's trying to get to those ropes.
Oh, he's going
and
for
folks,
he's
don't
going for the
forget, November 25th, Deep South Wrestling returns to 7 stages, and we can't see all you great people here. Stunt setting up. He's up top. He's calling for it.
Here he goes. Oh! He got all of it. Diving headbutt. He's still using his head for a weapon. This is going to be it. It's going to be it. This will be it. No!
He didn't hook the leg, Nick, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, it sure did.
He had all the weight on the shoulders, but you gotta hook the leg.
Yeah, I think he had him knocked out. And I thought he did too, actually. I thought that was going to be it. Even though he didn't have the leg hook, I thought he was still going to get the 3 count.
He thought so too. He's so frustrated.
You don't do that with Zach.
Right, he's going for that reverse body slam.
He's got him by the hair.
Got him by that mullet again.
He's going for that pump handle suplex.
Oh! Zach took advantage of the body. That's his big finisher. He's got him. That's it. Boy, that's Zach's big finisher. If he hits that, it's over. It's lights out. And Zach now will be seen in the Deep South tournament for the championship. He's going to be the new champion.
There you have it. Along with Jacob Johnson, along with Jacob Johnson, now we have Zach Mosley, who is now contender in the title tournament to become the 2022 DSW champion for the year 2022. Nick, what an amazing match we saw here tonight.
That was incredible athleticism by both men. They showed their incredible training and their backgrounds. There's no losers to this. It's a main event every time we see a Deep South Wrestling match, and these two brought it. Excellent main event here tonight.
Absolutely. Join us next week for our next main event, and that is going to be Pollock versus Professor Payne.
Ooh, that's going to be a great main event. We're going to get to see our Ray the Entrepreneur. He's just a bundle of energy. Somebody needs to cut his caffeine level off a little bit.
Caffeine, Nick?
Yeah, I hope. Anyway, thanks for checking us out here on Deep South Wrestling. Join us again next week for more Deep South Wrestling.
See ya.